Does your license need saving? Do the wise thing. Call Wise Man Lawyers. Does your license need saving? Do the wise thing. Call Wise Man Lawyers. Don't face that court alone. Let the Wise Man team get you back on the road. Does your license need saving? Do the wise thing. Call the Wise Man team at Wise Man Lawyers.
Alright, today I'm at Richlands Magistrates Court. Client was charged with mid-range drink driving, reading at point 122. Basically, mid-range commences at point 1 and goes up to point 149. Higher range starts at point 15. Because he was mid-range, he was eligible to apply for a DUI drink driving work licence. To be eligible, you've got to be below point 15, so point 149 or lower. You can't have lost your licence for any reason in the last 5 years, and there's a few other prerequisites. One of them being you need to be the holder of an open Queensland licence, etc. To apply. He was eligible, and he engaged me to make that application. Worst case for mid-range is a 12-month loss of licence. Mandatory minimum is 3 months, but when you apply for a DUI drink driving work licence, the magistrate has the discretion to double what that otherwise gives. So with a work licence, worst case becomes 2 years, mandatory minimum becomes 6 months. As a part of preparing, I had to draft about an 8-page affidavit for my client to sign, talking about income, expenses, what he does, why he needs the licence to do it, what happened on the day in question, etc. I got him to do a 3-hour reformatory course that exposed him to, victims of road trauma, so people who have been injured on the road as a consequence of drink drivers, or persons who have lost loved ones in the same way. I incorporated what he said he'd learned at that course into the affidavit. I needed to draft a 4-page affidavit in addition to his for his employer to sign, saying what he does, again why he needs his licence to do it, and then he will lose his job if he loses his licence. I drafted all of those affidavits prior to today, provided them to the court in advance to give the magistrate and the prosecutor the opportunity to review them prior to today's hearing. I got my client to obtain character references based on a template that we provide all of our clients, guiding the referees through who they're going to be addressed to and the key points they've got to cover. I met my client at court. It was an afternoon hearing. I met him at court about a half an hour prior. We grabbed a conference room, ran through the procedure, what I was going to say, what happens in the courtroom, etc. We finalised the affidavit materials. We went in, I argued the application. Basically 70% of the work is in getting the affidavits right, and a lot of the time that does satisfy both the prosecutor and the magistrate. That was essentially the case today. The magistrate, as I said, was effectively persuaded on the affidavit materials alone. I did have to speak on my feet somewhat, but ultimately, again, the decision was largely made on the information that I'd already provided in the affidavit. Short version was he was given a 6-month disqualification, but his work licence application was granted, permitting him to drive during those 6 months for 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So all day, every day, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, he is permitted to continue driving for work purposes only. Obviously, by its name, work licence, it is only for work purposes. So you can't, do shopping or visit your mum on the weekends. But for the sake of work, for the sake of maintaining his employment and his income, he's permitted to continue driving without restriction, and I'll clarify that in a moment, without substantive restriction, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So 6 months, work licence granted, 24/7. There are certain conditions, you've got to maintain a 0 blood alcohol, you can only drive for work purposes, etc. But again, if it's legit work, no change, he's got absolute free rein to drive as he otherwise would had that this incident not occurred. He was given a modest fine. I'm Andrew Wiseman. Thanks for watching. Hi, I'm Andrew Wiseman from Wiseman Lawyers, Queensland's only truly dedicated drug, alcohol and traffic offence law firm. If you face loss of licence, loss of vehicle imprisonment or anything in between at any court in Queensland, we can and will help you today. This is our specialty. This is all we do. Give us a call, 1300 947 352. I look forward to helping you resolve your issue today.
Don't face that court alone. Let the wise man team get you back on the road.